Now we will look at test cases as a method of validation for the mindful system. This is a black box technique that only prioritizes the output given a certain input. Firstly, test is conducted on the user story of attempting quizzes, where we test the functionality of quiz attempt and marks allocation. There are two scenarios in this test case, the normal flow and the alternative flow. In the normal flow, the testing steps are as follows. The tester will select the attempt option to answer the relevant quiz. Then, he will choose the relevant answers before submitting, and finally, the user will choose to show the marks. Each expected results are as shown in the column in the table. And next, we'll move on to the alternative flow of the test case, where we test the skipping of quiz modules. Then the tester will choose next time to skip the relevant quiz. The expected result is that the system will lead users to the dashboard and show an encouraging message such as try next time.
So the next test is test counseling subsystem, counseling session booking. So there are two tests in this section, which is booking an available time slot appointment and booking an unavailable time slot appointment. So this is done by me and reviewed by Kang Yi. So this is the test for booking an available time slot appointment. First step is to log in into the system, and student will type their ID and password. Then they will be bring to dashboard. Then they will be entered to appointment page by clicking on counseling session booking button, and this will show the hourly schedule for session booking. So they need to choose the desired time slot, for example 2 to 3 p.m. And then the chosen time will be selected and highlighted. After that, they need to confirm the appointment by clicking the confirm appointment button, and the session booking was successful. Last but not least, they will receive a notification for the book time slot. So this is test for booking an unavailable time slot appointment. So first they will log in into the system by type their username and password, and then they will be bring to dashboard. Next, they need to enter the appointment page by clicking on counseling session booking button, and this will show the hourly schedule for session booking, and they choose the desired time slot. And after that, they will receive an unavailable time slot statement, which states that the session booking was unsuccessful. Then they need to select the time slot desired again. So next, we are going to test on counseling subsystem interaction with students. So this is version 1.0 for our test, and in this test, we got two tests, which is TC003/01/01 reply to the student message, and TC003/0102 reply to students without internet access. So this test is done by me, Chi Huang, and reviewed by Kani. So this is the test for reply to student message. First, the certified counselor log in into the system by type their username and password, and they will be bring to dashboard. And they will receive message from students where the notification and floating chat box appear on the dashboard of the system. They can select the chat icon by click on the chat box and see the relevant message from students. Then they can send message to the students for reply. So this is the test for reply to students without internet access. So first, certified counselor will log in into the system by type their username and password, and then they open the chat interface without stable internet connection. So the system will display error message connection loss. Then the certified counselor try to send message to the students, but the message will fail to be sent and error message is displayed again. Next, they will try to resend message after connecting to the internet access. This is done by click the resend button. The message will be successfully sent to the student.
Test case number 4 is to test the counseling subsystem, and it is under the user story 8, which is update the patient notes. The test contains the following test cases. Testing the update of patient notes. The test case contains the following scenarios. The first one being testing the functionality of updating patient notes. First, the counselor will log into the system and input the username and password. The counselor dashboard loads successfully. Then the counselor select the patient list from the dashboard by using mouse click as the input. The patient list is displayed. The counselor can click on a specific patient to view the session. In this example, the counselor choose the patient as John Gabriel, and the past session notes and details are displayed. Counselor then enter the new session notes into the notes section. For example, the counselor can add, discuss strategies, and assign journaling into the notes. Input field updates with new text will be displayed. The counselor then click the Save Notes button and the system will save and display notes updated successfully message. In the second scenario, which is to test the attempting to save patient notes without entering any changes, the first until the third steps is the same as in the first scenario. And at the fourth step, the counselor does not modify any data. Hence, there's no changes in the text field. The counselor proceeds to click the Save Notes button and the system will display the message "No updates detected."
Next, TC005 is used to test the use case of managing user access. The test case of TC005 is managing user access to either restrict or approve users' account. The test consists of two scenarios. The first one is test the normal flow of managing user access, and the second one is test entering invalid user ID. For the first one, we log into the system by using the admin account, and we enter the user ID by using the keyboard, and the system will show the user account status. Then we choose either to approve or restrict the user account by using the mouse click, and the chosen answer will be selected. Then we can update the permission by click the update button, and the permission status will be updated. And next, for the second scenario, after logging into the system by using the admin account, we enter the invalid user ID by using the keyboard, and the system will show invalid user ID. Please try. The next test case is TC006, which is publishing educational content onto the system. The first scenario is to test the normal flow of publishing content, and the second scenario is to test fail to upload the content. For the first test scenario, first we log into the system by using the admin account and click the edit button, and the system will lead the admin to the content publishing view. Then we can choose the file to upload by dragging the file or choose the file from the file explorer. Then the system will show file received once the system receives the file. And next, we can click the upload button and the file will be uploaded and the system will show a preview screen. And lastly, we can click the save button and the file will be saved to the system. Next, for the next scenario, in order to test fail to upload content, first we log into the system by using the admin account, and after login successfully, we click the edit button and this will lead us to the content publishing view. Then we choose the file to upload, and if the system receives the file, then it will show file received message. And we upload the incompatible files and the system will show upload failed. And that's all for test case 006.
Test case 7 is Test Administration Subsystem, which is under the View Analytic Report User Story 7. This test case contains the following, which is the test for viewing analytic reports. This test contains two scenarios. The first one is to test the viewing of analytics with valid filters. The admin will first log into the system and input the username and password. The admin dashboard will then load successfully. Then the admin will navigate to the analytics report section using the mouse click as the input, and the system will display the default analytics. The admin then apply a filter for valid date range and user category. For example, the admin input the date as 1st to 30 June and the user type is students. The system will update the analytics view based on the filter. The admin then download the report and can input the format of the report as PDF. The system then download the filtered analytics as PDF file. The second scenario is to test the viewing of analytics that return no data. In this scenario, the first and second step is similar to that of the first scenario. And in the third step, the admin will apply a filter with an empty or invalid date range. For example, the admin input the date as January to February 2000. The system processes the filter, then the system will check for the data in the selected filter. And the system will then display the no data available message. The admin click back or change filter using the mouse as input, and the system will return to the filter selection screen.
Next, we will look at testing the mental health support subsystem. It involves testing the functionality of the chatbot. The testing steps are to click on the chat icon, type text into the input field, and check the chat history. All expected results are also documented in the table and must return relevant results. All testing steps and expected results in test cases follow the original user stories as specified in the software requirements specification. The traceability matrix shows how all items throughout the project are connected. It starts from the packages item, which are components in the package diagram. Then, we create user stories based on personas and scenarios. From that, we extract use cases. Then, we model the interaction using sequence diagrams. Lastly, we will also test each sequence diagram using test cases. All items have a unique ID for easy identification.